The Super Mario Bros. Movie review. Let's go. Illumination delivers a new Mario movie that's at least better than the original one from 1993. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was a massive success for both Nintendo and Illumination Studios, making over $1 billion in the box office and getting mainly positive reviews from fans and critics. They're already talking about a sequel, and it's supposed to be released sometime in 2026, I think around April. But is this new Mario movie as good as people make it out to be? If you're comparing it to the original Mario movie from 1993 with Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, and Dennis Hopper, this is a masterpiece. However, if you're looking for a movie with a good story and character arcs, you probably won't find it here. Despite being true to the video games and having tons of references to Nintendo's history, the movie for the most part plays it too safe, like most of Illumination's track record. I have nothing against this movie or any other movie Illumination has made. They're not great, they're not horrible, they're fine, but they're nothing more than just fine. Just once, I'd like to see Illumination make a movie that's more than just fine, but that feels like I'm asking too much. Despicable Me 1 and 2 are alright, but I lost interest in the franchise around 3 and I haven't seen 4 yet. The Minions movies are also alright, but that's it. Secret Life of Pets is basically just Toy Story, but instead of what if your child's toys came to life, they ask what do your pets do when you're not home. Sing is also okay. I remember liking it, but nothing more than that. I haven't seen Sing 2 yet though. At least with other companies like Pixar or DreamWorks, they're willing to take risks. Sometimes those risks pay off, sometimes they don't, but they're always willing to take them. Illumination, for the most part, plays things too safe. For as many jokes as there have been about the idea of playing Chris Pratt or playing Mario, the casting is actually pretty solid. However, my favorites would have to be Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. The story, for the most part, is true to the games, but there are some changes made. For example, Princess Peach is no longer a damsel in distress and is a much more feminist character. The story is reworked so that Mario has to rescue Luigi from Bowser instead of her. That sort of thing I was on board for because Princess Peach's thing in the games was that she was the one who was always getting kidnapped and Mario had to save her. At least in the stuff I've seen, anyway. I'm not a Mario expert or purist. I've just always preferred him over Sonic. Despite a great performance by Jack Black, Bowser also doesn't really have a character in this. He is obsessed with Princess Peach and wants to marry her so he can rule over the Mushroom Kingdom. Though to be fair, that is his exact character in the games. The animation is pretty decent. The characters look like they do in the games, which was a surprise to me because usually Illumination has a very unique aesthetic. I was half expecting Mario to just look like El Macho from Despicable Me 2, but I'm glad they didn't go that route. What I would have done differently: have more of a focus on the story and character arcs. Like most of Illumination's track record, the movie is fine, but nothing more than fine. However, if you are a fan of Mario and you want to see a movie that actually does him justice, you'll get it. There just won't be as much of a focus on story or on characters, though if you're adapting a movie from a bunch of video games from the 80s, there won't be that much of a story or a character in the first place.